Hello, cosplay world. We're back, and I didn't stop making Connor Bus. It's just I am making something I can't talk about, and so not much footage there. So unfortunately, not anything I can show you or talk about for the past 2 weeks. However, my assistant came back with her Velvet cosplay from C2E2 and tested it, and we went through the list and we're like, okay, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be adjusted, we need to fit that. And tomorrow morning I'm going to be taking pictures with her in the costume. Hopefully they'll accompany this video. They might be up a little later, so if you want to see her in the full costume, check in, I guess, later in the day or Saturday, depending on when you're seeing this video. But at any rate, I'm going to take pictures of it, all the stuff, once it's dried, and I'll hand it off to her. And hopefully everything will be done, and I can move on to the next project. Also, we added like an additional sword thing, which actually super was not hard. It was just a bit of wood that we painted up because it fit almost perfectly into the slot for the wrist. But otherwise, it's adding a few extra details that we could not finish, like the trim and the edges around strapping and a few extra bits there. I also had to replace some of the stuff that I hot glued that probably needed a little bit better securing than hot glue. I put a whole ton more rivets in there so it would hold together a lot better. But it should be finished, and I'm excited to see it upon her and be able to take pictures. It'd be awesome. The only other thing I've been actually working on is I want to get some more sewing done, and so I've been making work shirts and work clothes for the shop. It's a real problem when I'm making cosplay that my clothes just get destroyed when paint gets on them or something happens, and I don't need to spend money on good clothes for them to get messed up. I think the smart thing to do is to go to like Goodwill and get some smocks and some clothes that are really cheap that I don't need to worry about. But since I want to practice sewing, get better at sewing, I'm going to be making a few shirts and pants to wear, and I want to get into more sewing and practice with that before I go into more cosplay with more advanced sewing techniques. So a lot of green clothes. Green is my favorite color. Let's see what else is on my list of things I was doing. Yes, I've been preparing for ACEN. I got my hair dyed on a Wednesday, which is yesterday's Friday technically in the morning, and I am totally 100% Doc Brown at this exact moment. They gave me some hairspray to put in my hair as I dry it, and it makes my hair super poofy. Put a picture of that up on Facebook. It is, we all knew I was gonna go mad scientist someday. It was just a matter of time before I just went full mad scientist. So I think that now that I got that done, I was growing my hair out for the past year to get ready for the mad scientist look, and of course people are trying to get me to do Junkrat and such and so forth. So those things are kind of maybe on the table. At least Doc Brown and Rick from Rick and Morty, those are easily done. The costumes just required me to have a flask or a lab coat, depending on the costume. So it's not hard, and I'm excited to do that for ACEN. I'm gonna do a lot of casual cosplay for ACEN because I got a lot of work to do, and running around and such and so forth. I'm hoping to get a lot of footage this year. It'll be great. For the next Connor Bus, that's actually gonna be pre-recorded. It's probably next Tuesday, and I'll schedule that up because I'm leaving Thursday at like 6 in the morning to do stuff. The only fun thing that I have been doing is dealing with my neighbors, because the thing I'm making right now that I can't talk about is really big, and so the neighbors cannot help but notice it as they're going down the street. It's a good thing I don't know what it is, but they sure will slow down and drive at a nice cruising speed to like look at whatever the fuck I'm doing. Oh well, weirding out the neighbors. I actually haven't had a chance to do that in this at this place, the new house. Before, I would always bring out things into the driveway and work on them, and the police would roll by, or whatever the case may be. Especially when I was younger, making more interesting works. So it's kind of fun to weird out the neighbors and have conversations with them as they come out. And all the kids in the neighborhood are having fun with that too. So I guess just meeting new people, meeting my neighbors a little bit more. I think that is really about it for me this week. I'm hoping to finish up maybe some accessories for Doc Brown. He's maybe glasses, but nothing too intense. Otherwise, I'm trying to get my contracts fulfilled and get everything ready for Asen. Oh, I got a new, actually a new backpack. My old one has a chair on it, so I can sit anywhere at conventions, but it's getting worn out. And I got a new one, and I'm very much looking forward to using that, because y'all chumps standing in line, I got a chair, I got to sit anywhere I want. Ha! Oh, I'll see you guys at Asen. Hope you enjoy the convention. Good times to all. You look to me like someone who likes cosplay. Well, guess what I got? Lots of it. Check me out. Hit the sub button. Stream or two. See you around.